So what we just did, we just got this variable over here and this variable over here, okay, and we collected them from the user, okay, whoever was at the computer at the time got it. Now, what I want to do, just so we can understand the math better, I'm going to change this variable to hits, okay, because variables can really be anything. It doesn't matter what they're called, right? So it helps if you make them something that you are easy to remember, because if you were in this thing with 1,000 lines of code, right, you would never remember what variable stands for. But at bats, or hits, you know kind of what those mean, right? So now, what we're going to do, we're going to get on to the math portion of this. So, back when we were over here, right, and I did 7 divided by 3, it gave us 2. Why did it give us 2? 7 divided by 3 is not 2, as we see down here, it's actually 2 1/3. Well, computers are lazy, they're like people, okay? So they're not going to do things they don't have to do. If you give them 2 integer numbers, they're going to assume that the answer is an integer, okay? So, like 12 divided by 7, right? It doesn't work, but it's going to give us a 1, because the answer is really 1 and something, right? So over here, when we code this, we're going to have to remember, oh, right, it doesn't do it normally, okay? So, I'm going to code it wrong to start off with. So let's say the batting average, right? That's going to be the variable, and I'm doing again an assignment operator is equal to hits divided by at bats. Okay, and then let's print bat average. Okay, so let's run this. Run that's got to be saved. Okay. So the number of hits, let's call that 12, like we did before. The number of at-bats is going to be 50, okay? The answer it gave us is 0. Why did it give us 0? Well, because 12 divided by 50, if you're doing integer division, 12 doesn't go into 50, or 50 doesn't go into 12 any times, right? So 0. What we need to do, we need to add a float, okay? Float is a command that tells it, okay, there's going to be decimals here, okay? It's like when I did this, okay, back up here, 7.0 divided by 3, it got it because it knew it had a decimal point. So float's going to do this, okay? And that's going to, yeah, save it again, whatever. So that's going to be useful for us coming up in the future. So here we have, let's do 12 and 50. Okay, so now he has a 2.4 batting average. Now that makes so much more sense.